What's the merry, my dear adult fans of Lego Soul Brick in the house, and I'm standing here in my custom Lego town called Soul Town. And in today's video we're celebrating the miracle of life, of Christmas, because today it's about 9 months since the insemination festival took place, so the burning vagina is back here, and it's of course sponsored by Octane Oil, premium gas and petrol for a warmer future. If we take a look inside of the Dr. Octavius laboratory, we will see that the uterus canisters here are now empty, which means that the babies have been delivered. Time for a speech by the Master of Ceremony, MOC Vagina.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be.
And now the babies will be born through the burning vagina, sponsored by Octane. Whee! And here they are. Oh, so cute. 4 of them. I think 2 of them are boys and 2 of them are girls. But they need a place to stay during their first months of life when they're just... So nothing bad happens to them, like falling down to the floor. And to be honest, there isn't really a lot of room for expansion in here. Where can I fit this little orphanage? I mean, beautiful place for children to grow up without parents. I could work on this wall, but that would only create a facade or maybe a building poking out like that, but I don't really want to do that right now. That will probably happen for another building later. And look, I can't even fit my new ship down there. It's supposed to go in here, but totally didn't work out. But I have this building, and it has cafe at the bottom, no interior, and it has a modern art gallery with interior and artworks, and it has this little apartment for a single lady. So I can just expand this, put in another level in here. So that's what's going to happen. A great challenge for this new floor is that this building has a lot of gray parts for the side walls, and I managed to scramble some from the back wall here that used to be gray, but now it's tanned. I don't even have a lot of tanned bricks anymore because of my custom Tatooine city, MOC Soul Brick. It's still in a bit of a mess here, but me and my son is working on this little side building in my life, or our life. But I can work with some fun details like this little building poking out here, so something maybe here on the sides, and just give it a splash of gray on the sides, just to give that feeling of that it's more gray than it actually is. I do have a lot of these bricks though, so the front is it's all good. I mean, look at my bin here. It's basically empty right now. Overall, I have a lot of white bricks and a lot of yellow, but I'm not going to work with them right now. Well, maybe white, because that's a nice color for this kind of like hospital buildings. I'm using this previous floor as a template, put in some colors there instead of just all white for the hangover. So this is basically the same look. If you put it on top of here, you can see that, I mean, that looks like a decent building. I put in an aircon unit there just to mix it all up a bit. Well, actually, it's because I'm going to use the back side here, and that's where I'm putting those towels, paper towels, for cleaning up the buttocks of the cute small babies. And below it is where we're going to have our diapers, pink for the girls and baby blue for the baby boys, of course, because poo and pee is different depending on gender, I guess. What do I know? I only have one kid. And here's the table where you can change your diapers. So that's good. And next to it, we're going to have this bin where you can put the stinky diapers in. And now we are going to put in the babies. And they are on these small beds that they have here. And you can see, of course, that the pink is for the girls and the blue for the boys. And the boys are going to be shipped off to my retro Lego town, to the men that live there, whenever this situation that we are going through is over, so we can ship them in a safe manner. And I know I said I was going to try to save on gray parts, but I didn't. Well, I put in that window that looks pretty cool and more ventilation there, and here are some heat lamps. It's like when you have a hatchery with eggs. You need to keep them warm and healthy that way. Turn this around, and here's where we're going to put some important stuff, like a cabinet with some stuff that they need for the babies, and a fridge for food items and that kind of good stuff, a micro oven and a little sink there, and well, a spoon, you can see it yourself, and a little clock there that I used a bracket piece and put that on. You know what time it is. Well, you gotta know when it's time to feed the babies. And here are some bottles with formula and some drawers, so that can go on the side here. Voila. And then the wall here is, well, it's also a lot of gray pieces, but some footage there. All right. Looks rather smart, I would say. For the back wall, I made it a little bit the way that kind of like medical centers looks in Sweden when I was a kid. Looked like the 70s or something. So you have that, I don't know, swoopy thing. And here's a journal where you can write down what's going on. And you have this maracas to distract the babies when you give them their hormone shots, so that it's full of growth hormones and that kind of good stuff, so that they grow faster than natural. Put that in back here. That's a nice room. And here is the nurse working in here, the mother. And I put on a friendly face up here just to make it more unsettling for more settling for the babies. So they have a friendly face that takes care of them. So, and you can see she has a lot of arms there, so she's really efficient working as their mother. So she goes in the middle here or somewhere. She can move around. Pretty nice, eh? I mean, wouldn't you love a mother that was a robot? All in all, I think this looks starting to look like a really nice building. Could go pretty much all the way up here maybe someday, who knows? But now I really want to raise this a floor as well, maybe, or raise these a floor. I don't know. I guess I someday will fill everything out back here with buildings, and of course all the way up there. So that's pretty epic. Oh yeah, we need a roof as well. That's here, so let's put that on top of here. Yes, the roof is like, well, it's like a roof for a building. Let's take a moment and appreciate some cool views where I can film this little building from. I mean, look at the depth. This is actually only 3 base plates deep, but you can create a lot of depth with just building smaller buildings instead of the modular size that almost everyone is going for these days. With that said, make sure to stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.